Hey Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. I just finished shuffling and I'm about to get started. If you have any questions, my information is in the description box below. All right, can I get 3 cards for Capricorn, please? 2 more, please. Oh my goodness. Everything is deciding to fall on the floor today. Okay. Let me make sure nothing else flipped over. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo. We have a lot of purple here, which is big crown chakra energy. And I feel like just based on the You Are Good Enough and a win-win outcome is forecast here, I feel like this situation is calling for you to trust. You have communication is key, new moon in Gemini, and then you have the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. What's this first one? Okay, so for some of you, you're having trouble making a decision to put yourself first, and you need to do it because, that's important. Self-preservation is key. Whether you do it or not, you're going to, oh, there you go. 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is about leaving something. So for some of you, you might be asking the question of like, should I leave this person or should I stay with this person? And it's basically saying, whatever you do what's like really best for you. Like if you because the 7 of Swords is also about lying. So for some of you, you're thinking about leaving somebody, and that's a good thing to do. Like whether you blow up on them or whether you like leave them, it's all good. Whether you take the choice to put yourself first or to leave the person, I don't know why those are 2 separate options, but whichever one you choose will be the right answer. I'm thoroughly lost. Give me a second. Because I feel like those should be the same. Those should mean the same thing. Yeah. This is just like negotiation, changing a relationship. Yeah, so I just feel like that's you. With the 8 of Cups, I feel like you're making the choice to leave something. And either way, you're going to be fine. Like, whether you leave them or they leave you, you're going to be fine. Maybe that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Yep. I think that's what it is. Whether you leave them or they leave you, you're going to be fine. Because something's on the way. With this energy is gaining momentum card, something is on the way. I accidentally did that, but you have the 6 of Wands, which is about a victory. And then you have the 10 of Swords, which is about an ending or a betrayal. It's also about like if you're trying to hold on to something and it ends anyway. But some of you, this is like an air sign that you're holding on to, particularly a Gemini, because you have New Moon in Gemini here, and then you have the 7 of Swords. And sword energy is air energy. Then you have the 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, more air energy. Woo. And you have Libra, which is more air energy. So for some of you, could be Libra. But I feel like that's just really telling you about weighing your options. I feel like it's probably a Gemini. Especially because the whole, like, it could go either way thing. That's mutable energy. What's the second one? Did y'all see that? The 5 of Cups. So I feel like if you don't put yourself first, you're going to regret it. Um, Especially because you have the means to do so. You have like what you need, or you're going to have what you need if you take the lead. Like the King of Pentacles is about someone who's like mathematically savvy, someone who has their finances together and stuff like that. And, that's very Capricorn. What's this second one? Okay. What's this last one? Okay. Yeah. The Moon at the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, you're gonna find out some stuff you don't want to know if you keep holding on to whatever you're holding on to. Communication is key with the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is about expansion. It's about waiting for your ships to come in. Also, you see these little boats down there. So, for some of you, while you're okay. So for some of you, you're waiting on like an amount to come in. And you're like, I'm gonna do something, whatever that something is, once this amount comes in, right? And you're going back and forth on whether you want to do it or not because it affects someone else. But what you're gonna find out is this person has been breadcrumbing you anyway. Or what you're gonna find out is this person has been sleeping with other people anyway. Or this person has been lying to you anyway. So it's like, for some of you, you regret not putting yourself first sooner. For some of you, you're just like waiting for the chance to put yourself first. Yeah, and that's where you have the whole you are good enough at the bottom of the deck because, that can be a hurtful scenario, but you need to know that that's not a reflection of you. That's just a reflection of that person and how they deal with their problems. Okay. It's time to really be honest with yourself and understand what's led you to your question. Have you been humble to the point of self-efficacy? I'm sorry. Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you need to honestly answer the question, have you been too picky? The full moon of Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it will be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. Okay. So, like I said, are you putting yourself first? And if not, why not? The moon is also about diving deep into, the murky depths of your soul, your emotions, your feelings. You see this crustacean here? Crustaceans are usually found at the bottom. They're not usually floating up at the top of the water. They're usually found at the bottom of the ocean floor or in a lake or something. They're usually down at the bottom. And so you're kind of having to dive deep into your emotions here. You got a lot of water energy, and decide what it is that you want to do. Under the communication is key card, you have the 3 of Wands, and wand energy is like action. The rest of this is not fire energy, so I feel like with the energy is gaining momentum, it's like you're you're seeing it. You're seeing that play out in the physical, right? And with this whole win-win thing, I feel like that's something that you're more still in your head about. It's still more of like a thought. And your emotions are like affecting your thoughts. But your emotions are having you look at what you lost and not what's behind you, which is what really matters. Like the Two of Cups is about a deep, meaningful connection. The Three of Cups is about like collaboration, celebration. So it's like you might feel like you're missing out on something, but the truth is you have something much deeper, more meaningful waiting behind you. Um, uh, yeah. With the communication is key card and this being like wand energy and like that being about action, I feel like for some of you, you're having a conversation with someone telling them that you're waiting for something. And I don't know how that conversation going, but I think by you, for some of you, it's like taking the leap and telling that person that you're waiting for something. I don't know. What's the Three of Wands? Okay. The Hierophant. So for some of you, you're waiting for commitment. For some of you, you're waiting on more knowledge about something. For some of you, you're waiting on, oh, underneath the star, you have the Judgment. Okay. Wow. For some of you, you're waiting on support. But whatever it is, once it comes in, that's it. That's with the star and judgment, I feel like those are both, and the Hierophant. It's all basically telling you this is like divine intervention is really what's coming to mind. And then you have purple and purple here. There's more crown chakra energy, more divine intervention energy. So I just feel like, you know, whatever this situation is, put yourself first. You're being asked to, you're being tested. But when you put yourself first, and that investment that you make in yourself, that choice you make choosing yourself, the divine is going to choose you as well. What's for you will choose you as well. Whatever it is, if it's like career or if it's romantic or if it's, scholastic or if it's family, whatever it is, it's going to choose you as well. So, good luck. And again, my information is in the description box below. If you would like to donate to the channel, my wish list is also in the description box. So if you guys purchase the decks on the wish list, then I have more decks to, do readings with. And if you leave a little note or something and say, which zodiac you are, I'll give y'all some extra readings. Okay, I don't mind playing favorites. I do not. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and good luck. Do what you gotta do.